Hi, and welcome to the classes of Vedic astrology. So, today we will be again learning about a very auspicious and a very important Raj Yoga known as Kendra Trikona Raj Yoga. So, as you have understood, I think you must have understood if you have watched all of my previous classes in detail. A Kendra Trikona Raj Yoga basically talks about a Kendra and a Trikona house. So when a lord of a Kendra house and a lord of a Trikona house, they are forming a conjunction, there is this possibility that there will be this Kendra Trikona Raj Yoga. And not only this, if a Kendra lord, if a lord of a Kendra house, if a lord of a Trikona house are aspecting each other, they're giving drishti on each other, right? Sitting in separate or different houses. Then also this Kendra Trikona Raj Yoga will form. And if there is a Rashi Parivartan Yoga of a Kendra Lord, means a Lord of a Kendra house and a Lord of a Trikona house, then that will also form a Rashi, that first of all forms a Rashi Parivartan Maha Yoga, and that also forms a Kendra Trikona Raj Yoga. So in all of these three conditions, we say that Kendra Trikona Raj Yoga forms in an individual's Lagna chart. So what are the three conditions? Let's have a small repeat. The lord of the Kendra house or the lord of a Kendra house and a lord of a Trikona house, they sit in one particular house, that is a Yukti of a Kendra lord and a Trikona lord, or the lord of a Kendra house and the lord of a Trikona house, they aspect each other sitting at various houses in a particular horoscope, in a Lagna chart, or there is Rashi Parivartan between a lord of a Kendra house and a lord of a Trikona house, that also gives rise to Kendra Trikona Raj Yoga. And whenever there is such Rashi Parivartan, we also say that this is a Rashi Parivartan Maha Yoga. So now let's understand with certain examples so that your learning will be practical and more concrete. So you can draw a Cancer Lagna chart. Now suppose in the Cancer Lagna chart, Moon and Jupiter are sitting in the 10th house of this particular Cancer Lagna chart. So here Moon is Yoga Karka because Moon is the Lagnesh itself. And Moon is the Lagnesh. So here let's understand from Kendra Trikona Raj Yoga perspective. Moon is the lord of a Kendra house, that is the 4th house. The 4th house is also referred to as the Trikona house also, all right? So not the 4th house, sorry, the 1st house. I'm so sorry for it. With the 1st house lord is number 4, that is number 4 sign, that is Cancer, in Cancer Lagna. So the 1st house also comes in the category of a Kendra house, and it also falls in the category of a Trikona house. So Moon, you can say, is the lord of a Kendra house, and Jupiter is also sitting with Moon in the Cancer Lagna, and Jupiter is the lord of the 9th house, that is the Trikona house. So you can say a Kendra lord and a Trikona lord are forming a Yukti, a very auspicious Yukti in this Cancer Lagna chart in the 10th house, and thus Kendra Trikona Raj Yoga is forming in such combination, conjunction of Moon and Jupiter. Moon and Jupiter here also forms Gaj Kesari Yoga. So I think you have understood. I have discussed about the concept of Gaj Kesari Yoga in detail in one of my previous class. Now let's look at one more example. You can draw another Cancer Lagna chart. So in the Cancer Lagna, suppose Mars and Jupiter are sitting in the 4th house of this Cancer Lagna. So Mars is the lord of a Trikona house, that is the fifth house, because the fifth house is ruled by Scorpio in Cancer Lagna. And Mars is sitting with Jupiter, and Jupiter is the lord of a... So here you have to understand Mars is also the lord of a Kendra house, that is the 10th house. Mars is definitely the lord of a Trikona house also, but Mars is the lord of also a Kendra house, that is the 10th house, because the 10th house in Cancer Lagna is ruled by planet Mars. That is, it is a Aries sign, the 10th house. And Jupiter is sitting with Mars, and Jupiter is ruling the 9th house, a Trikona house. So in this particular situation also, Mars and Jupiter, they form a Kendra Trikona Rajyoga. Let's look at one more example. You can draw one more Cancer Lagna chart. Now in this Cancer Lagna, Mars is situated in the 4th house and Jupiter is placed in the 10th house. Here also a Kendra Trikona Raj Yoga happens. Why? Because Mars is the lord of a Kendra house, 10th house. Jupiter is the lord of a Trikona house, 9th house. So Mars is aspecting Jupiter with its 7th drishti, and Jupiter is also aspecting Mars with its 7th drishti. Alright, so both Mars and Jupiter are aspecting each other. Thus, here Mars and Jupiter forms a Kendra Trikona Raj Yoga with the concept of aspect, drishti. Let's look at one last example so that your understanding will be complete regards to this particular topic of Kendra Trikona Raj Yoga. So you can draw one more Cancer Lagna chart. In this particular Lagna chart, suppose Mars is placed in the 4th house and Venus is placed in the 5th house. All right. So Mars is placed in the 4th house, Venus is placed in the 5th house. So Venus, see, is the lord of a Kendra house, because Venus is the lord of the 4th house and the 4th house is ruled by the sign Libra in Cancer Lagna. Mars is also the lord of a Trikona house, that is the 5th house, which is ruled by Scorpio. So here Venus and Mars are having a Rashi Parivartan Maha Yoga, because in the sign of Venus, that is 7, Mars is sitting, and in the sign of Mars, that is 8, Venus is sitting. So both Mars and Venus, they are interchanging their Rashis while because of their placement. All right, and this forms a Rashi Parivartan. This is a very accurate and a proper Rashi Parivartan Yoga, Maha Yoga. That is also a very auspicious yoga. And here Venus and Mars also forms a Kendra Trikona Raj Yoga. All right, so two Raj Yogas are forming because of this particular placement of Mars and Venus in the Cancer Lagna. One is a Kendra Trikona Raj Yoga of Mars and Venus. Another one is the Rashi Parivartan Maha Yoga of Mars and Venus. So this is how you need to analyze and interpret whether Kendra Trikona Raj Yoga is forming in a particular Lagna chart or it is not forming. Few conditions that you have to always keep in mind in order to analyze, in order to conclude whether if Rashi Parivartan Yoga is forming technically in that particular Lagna chart, whether that formation will give its proper effects naturally. One is Kendra Trikona Raj Yoga should not happen in the 3rd, 6th, 8th or the 12th house. 3rd house, let's not take into consideration because I also consider 3rd house to be auspicious. It talks about a lot of hard work, but results definitely come after the hard work. It should not happen. Like if it happens in the 6th house, 8th house, 12th house, then it is not considered that much auspicious. All right. When I'm saying it, it means especially the conjunction of a Kendra Lord and a Trikona Lord should not happen in the 6th house, 8th house, or the 12th house. Or even though if they are placed and they are aspecting each other from the 6th house, 8th house, and 12th house, that also I think is not completely proper. Means the proper results of Kendra Trikona Rajyoga will not be seen properly. And the planets that are involved in this Kendra Trikona Raj Yoga should not be weak degree wise. If either of the two planets are weak degree wise, that is they have a degree of 0, 1, 2, 28, 29, then also naturally or by default, the auspicious effects of Kendra Trikona Raj Yoga will not be seen. All right. So this is what you need to keep in mind. Degree wise, the planets needs to be strong. And what normally happens whenever there is this Kendra Trikona Raj Yoga, a person achieves a lot of name, fame, recognition in life, lot of comforts and luxuries that person, that a lot of comforts and luxuries comes in that particular lives or in that particular person's life. A lot of gains that particular person achieves. That person has a good peace of mind. That person also enjoys a good family life. These are all seen, or these are all the positive effects. These are all the benefits, if you want to say, of Kendra Trikona Raj Yoga. So I have discussed in detail about this concept of Kendra Trikona Raj Yoga. I have discussed with you in a practical way using some Lagna charts as an example, so that you need to analyze, so that you will be aware about the process of how to analyze, how to interpret in a Lagna chart whether Kendra Trikona Raj Yoga is forming or not. All right. The same process you have to apply in whatever Lagna charts you come across. That is in your practice. So yes, absolutely yes. I have covered all of the points, whatever it needed to be discussed, whatever it needed to be shared. That is about Kendra Trikona Raj Yoga. And I hope you have understood about today's topic in a very proper way, in a very accurate way. If you are not able to understand, or if you have not understood in one particular watch, then watch the videos multiple number of times. It's not a problem. And till the time you have complete confidence about this particular topic, then only you will be able to transform and implement your learnings into your practice. That will only happen when you, first of all, you will be completely thorough about that particular topic. That is whatever you are learning from my classes. And also, I hope you are watching all of my classes, and also you are watching it in detail, and also you are watching it in sequence, that is starting from class 1. Again, I'm repeating it. If you have not watched my previous classes and all of a sudden you are watching my today's class, you will not be able to completely understand what terms I am using or what I am talking about, right? You will be somewhat puzzled, you will be somewhat confused. It depends on the length of the topic, it depends on the technicality of the topic. So that's in order to be completely in tune with my words, in order to have the ability, in order to achieve that ability to completely understand whatever I am saying, so that whatever you are listening, you are able to practice it immediately in in your notepad so that your learnings will be concrete in your mind. In order to achieve this, you have to watch my previous classes. If you skip my class, if you miss out on contents, then there is a high possibility you will not be able to understand many of my classes. And in order to completely enjoy, in order to have and feel full satisfaction after watching my classes, and that you will only achieve when you have learned, when you have understood, and then you have learned that particular topic. And this can only happen when, again, I'm repeating the same thing, if you have watched all of my previous classes and watch it in sequence. Don't watch my classes randomly. Then again, whatever I have just said, the same thing will happen. You will not be able to completely understand many of my classes. Start from class 1 if you have not watched my previous classes. Then you go to class 2, then class 3, and in this particular way you move ahead, right? Then only you will be able to understand, learn, and completely, properly, accurately practice those learning in your own work of Vedic astrology, all right? And if you're not able to understand my videos in one particular watch it multiple times. Watch it over and over and again, whatever videos I am uploading. And I'm only saying this because you need to have the confidence in that particular topic. Without the confidence, without learning properly, you will not be able to, help others, will not be able to interpret, analyze horoscopes properly. You can only do that when you have the complete 100% understanding about that topic. And if you watch my videos thoroughly, with sincerity, with honesty, and with complete focus, you will definitely have the 100% knowledge of that particular topic, because whatever I am sharing, whatever I am discussing, I'm just completing 100% of that particular topic's content or that particular topic's knowledge. All what are the important points, whatever important points, whatever essential points a practitioner of Vedic astrology, a follower, a believer of Vedic astrology needs to know. I'm covering all of those things, and in detail, and also in a practical way. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Watch my videos. Definitely you need to watch my videos in order to again achieve that skill set of being a practitioner of Vedic astrology. Like my videos, share my videos, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Again, I'm repeating the same thing. It's very essential, it's very important that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's a request. I will feel very good. And if you have any doubts, any queries, any questions that you want me to answer, that is about the topics of Vedic astrology, you can share them in the comment section. That is whatever topics, whatever queries you have related to that particular topic in that particular topic's video, in that particular class, in that comment section, you drop your comment, your query, your question, and I will definitely try to answer your queries, your questions, your doubts, so that your learning will definitely be absolutely complete and concrete. So I will see you in the next class. Take care and be happy.